Hello and welcome to the How Do You View You podcast with your host, Griffin Stein. This is the podcast about reflection, resurrection, and I can't think of another action, but correction. That's actually another. That's a very good one also. This podcast is a podcast about really thinking about what you're doing, how you're doing it, and can you do it better or should you stop doing it worse? It's a self-reflection thing. That's why it's called How Do You View You. Anyway, today's lesson is a weird one, but I think some people of my age group need to hear it. So I turned 50 on January 11th. So today's lesson is called, I think this is 55. Lesson 55 is called Young Mind, Old Body. I don't really have to say too much. I don't really have to say too much about it because a lot of people already, you know. Well, this is the reason I'm saying it. I'll just go ahead and tell you. It's stuff going around, people my age, 50. I was born in 74, and then there's people my age still running around like they was born in 2004. And they dragging. You can't be, 50 years old smoking and drinking and thinking you can still keep up with all of these young dudes. I see them, and they trying to be young, which I don't discount a little bit. You have to do something to make you feel like you doing what you're supposed to be doing in this world. You know what I mean? If it's young, it's young. But when you're doing stuff to the point where you vain, or you're doing stuff that you cannot do, stop. The realization of it is the amount of people that I can truly whoop ass is dwindling every day. There's other things I could do. I'm not really, in the mode of ass whooping now. But see, the problem is I was strong years ago. So young mind, meaning I think I can still do it, versus old mind, which I can't do it. It hurts. Things hurt now. You feel mortal. You feel mortal now. I still feel strong though. See, and that's why I say it's a difference, because I know there's things I can't do. Everybody say, "Oh no, it's always something you can do. You can do this. You can do that. You can be the president of." It's things I cannot do. I cannot go to college. Pay for college and be on the team and try to get on the NFL. I'm not interested in that, but I'm just saying, there's some things that are fun. Music never flows. People try to pretend like you shouldn't rap at a certain age, but there's old things that we can talk about, or new things with the old perspective, which I think people would like to hear. I'm not going to say nothing about the music today is garbage. Some of it just doesn't touch me, but some of it does. You just never know. It's music. It's expression. If you look at it as such, you wouldn't be that thing. But my point is coming to the realization that you can't do certain things. And I know we're not supposed to use the word can't and this and that. What I'm saying is that the outcome versus your thought process could be bad. We're not jumping off of anything. It gets to the point now where I used to climb. I jumped off of a roof before onto a mattress. That's probably why my neck hurt to this day. That's probably why I'm in so much pain now, doing the dumb shit I did as a youngster. But regardless, it's just things that we gotta come to the realization that we can't do. Running. There's so many videos on, people get together and be like, "Well, I can race you." And they all, 50 years old. I even go down to 30 because some of these motherfuckers is so inactive that just what you could do 2 years ago, you can't do today. And shit, if you don't have to believe me, go run. Let me see if you don't cough up a lung. It's rough. And the funny, not funny, but the thing is, you have to get up. You have to get out. You have to be. When we was younger, you could do that. When I was younger, I could go, I could just go, okay, it's because I used to work at the post office. So we was hustling all night. So to get out on a weekend and play football or run or do something, it didn't really faze us. But now, let's do 20 years later, shit, 30 years later. And I can't run like that. And if I do, I'm gonna fall the fuck over. It's because you leaning because you leaning into a old memory, and you can't hold your body up like that no more. So it's the old body syndrome. Now you can do things to fix your body, and I'm not saying this in a way where don't be no. What I'm saying is be ready for the journeys that you're trying to get to. You saying you want to people that say they want to travel, they can't even walk. You can't even walk from your bathroom to your kitchen without having to huff and puff. So don't tell me, oh yeah, I can't wait to go travel, but you're not doing anything to plan that. And that's just one aspect of it. And I think that's what irritated me about it when I first heard somebody saying it, or even myself thinking that I could do more than I could do, is that you're telling me something that I know is a lie. Now, if I'm supposed to lie with you, then okay, we're gonna lie together. But I'm just trying not to do that anymore. And quite honestly, I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings by saying it. It's just that, I'm trying not to tell a story because it has to do with my uncle, and it just has to do with my uncle, and he keeps telling me he's going to walk, and he has all these plans about him walking, and they telling me different things like he hasn't walked in 4 years. So there's no kind of a shot that you're going to get the way you just miraculously walk. You have to, somebody has to work your legs out, and then you get the shot, and then hopefully it's no pain when that stuff happens. But he's anticipating it, and I'm just not as strong as I used to be. I'm stronger in different ways now, but I'm not as, physically strong. And I could be. I just, I really don't feel like spending all that time. I don't want to go to the gym. I don't think the gym is for everybody. It feels, every time I go there, it feels meat marketing. It feels like everybody is watching everybody, and people talk more than they work out. So I never really cared for the gym. But let me say the truth. The truth is, I did used to go to the one up here up the street. I don't know if it's Max Johnson anymore, but it's a 24-hour. They had a pool. I can get up early, go get in the pool, and that's when I was trying to get my back right. And you know what? That was probably the best time I had. Because it's a steam room in there, and I could just warm it out. But when I don't want to be in that water anymore now. That water goes in your mouth, and I'm learning about we assume it's water, but it's chemical. It's all chemicals, really. I think if you tested pool water, I think it has less than 10% water in it. I think it's just chemicals and chlorine to keep it. I know it looked like water, but so does 7-Up, but until you taste it. Anyway, my point being, yeah, get up and get out and be something. But do in your own time. I like to give a shout out to, I don't know if I should say her name, but Miss Price. She had three strokes. She tells you she had 3 strokes, and she's alive. I saw her talking. She posted on Facebook. So, and she knows what she has. She knows the work that she has to do, and I'm proud of her for she just turned 54. She just turned 54, and she's strong. She's a strong lady, and her fiance passed also recently, so she has to deal with that. But she's up, she's moving, and I just like to see stuff like that, because I know people that get less than that and quit. Less than that and quit. You know what I mean? They get a fucking flat tire, and they just can't deal with life. And old mine, you know, old mind or old body, I'm sorry, but old mind is we know what we need to do. And we were lightly programmed, you know, to work, move to the point now where I can't stay still. And I'm learning that that's not a good thing, you know. Well, I'm not, you know, hurting myself or nothing. It's just, I just feel like, so what I did was I stopped playing video games. I haven't played any video games this year. So what I do is I walk my house. I go downstairs, I check on stuff. I'm still growing peas, and I'm gonna show a picture of my sweet potatoes. They just came. They look like real sweet potatoes too. I grew them in the front yard in a little, not little, in a 10-gallon pot. And they grew up, they did everything. As soon as they turned yellow, you cut the tops off and then you know, leave it, let it sit, and then pull them out and let them sit another 3 days. They sit in 3 days on my porch. And shit, I grew sweet potatoes. And I'm going to eat them. I'm going to eat them. I wasn't going to because, you know, how long I let them sit in there, but I replanted the ones I had chitting. It's called chitting when you have when you let the potato sprout. It's called chitting. So I was chitting some in here. So I just wanted sweet potatoes because they're supposed to be better than potatoes. But so I said, let me just throw these in the dirt. And I threw them in the dirt. Took about 3 months, maybe 4 months. 4 months, and then I kind of left them a little bit too, but they look right. I'm gonna go fill them tomorrow and see if, before it rains, I don't want them wet. Go and fill them and see. So anyway, and even that wasn't as easy as it used to be. You know, I could, you know, snatch up things and do stuff. All I'm saying is just be careful when you moving and shaking out here, because it's you think you still got it. I mean, you still got it. Don't get me wrong. You still got it. It's just, you got to be careful with it before you break it. That's all. Because people love you and they don't want you to be hurt. And it's a foolish hurt. It's a foolish hurt too, to especially now. Especially now. And I know I'm not talking as a senior citizen, but in my community, I am a senior citizen. I don't know how you explain it, but people are dropping at a weird rate now. So when all of that COVID stuff was happening and they was giving shots for AIDS tickets and all of these things and incentives, and everybody was like, you gotta die from something. Some of those people ain't here. Some of those people ain't here. It's hard to really talk about it because you cannot say I told you so. Well, you can. I'm sorry. You can say whatever the shit you want to say, but young mind, old body, will get your old body whooped. You can start talking shit that you don't want to be talking. People will still whoop you, and they'll use every ounce of their being to do it. So, plus it's disrespectful. I'm tired of people that can't control what they say when they say, my point is just, it's a lot of people going, and I hope that's not what it is, but I hope that's not what it is. I hope that's not what it is because I didn't get it. So, yeah. Anyway, that's basically what I was talking about. I hope, you know, it's funny, but it's not funny because we saying we. I know I'm stronger than most, but I know people that's younger than me that move older than me. So it's easy to get hurt nowadays, and I just don't want anybody to get hurt, especially with something that you can really, you can fight. Not fight, but you know what you're up against. And maybe you don't. Maybe you don't. And that is the crux of it, really, is that we think we can do something we cannot do anymore. Or you used to could just jump up on something, but now you gotta do this. I mean, if you make 2 practice runs to get up, it's probably a safe bet that you can't do anything else that you want to do in life. So, just get up off the couch. Quality of life. That's all I'm talking about, is quality of life. Anyway. How many times can I uncock the nine? For these motherfuckers side, I'm not God's design. Decide that my mind deserves to be slime. In these streets of the sheets where I tried to shine. So I bang every time they color out the line. Rather judged by my peers than hung out to dry. Same thing, but the difference is I chose the time. Tell me how many times can I uncock my nine? My nine. Anyway, which brings me to another point. I don't know how much time I'm at. I was trying to just do them at 20 minutes apiece, but if it is, I'll look and see and maybe cut it. It's the whole helping theme. I was talking to a couple of my cousins talking about doing this because the last episode was about the elder abuse. And it kind of sparked some conversations with people, and which is a good thing. So that may take flight before summertime. I think I'm gonna ask one of my cousins to do it, Zena. She's already in, she's helping already. She's already, I think you call it in-home care nurse. She does that already. So if I'm just looking forward to helping people and getting that stuff started. It's a lot of people out there that want to help. So I'm glad that happened. And again, if you didn't hear the other one, just going back, it was kind of flighty, but the thought of it was elder abuse, just the people that don't deal with people just because they're older. And that's why that's why I guess another reason. I probably got 20, 30 years before. 30 years, I'm 80. I think 60, I'll say 65 or something. But 15, 20 years before I get to that point where we all gonna need some kind of assistance. And we should all be ready to help. Or already have that thing set up so that it's just, you just go to the place and sign up. If that's what we end up doing. But shit, no updates. Yeah, no updates, unfortunately. A car got broken into, though. Well, actually, it didn't get broken into. They tried to break the sunroof to get in, and I guess it is. I guess on the top is like windshield glass, so you crack it, but it doesn't come in, which is good. It's safety glass. Shit, all of that shit should be like that. Cause that'll cut up all of these little people. So yeah, so and I thought I was going to be madder about it. I'm not mad. I'm so done with all of this stuff anyway. It's a Cadillac, and it looks rich, and I'm just tired of it. This is like the third try to break in. Up here, you think this is a good neighborhood? Well, it is a good neighborhood, but it's like trick-or-treating. You go to the good neighborhoods to go rob from. Nobody around you got money, so they come up here and they do shit. I have a 67 Thunderbird. They broke into that, and they just went through the change thing. It was pennies in there. They took the dimes out. I was like, you petty motherfucker. So what I did was it wasn't even locked, so I just left it unlocked because I didn't want them to break the windows. If they broke the windows, I never got the windows. They broke into my truck, took a speaker that didn't speak, and took a key that came with the car, but it didn't fit anything. So they took a key, and I'll tell you what. 2 weeks later, my door had a key and it broke in. Somebody tried. I never even put that together till just now. But yeah, somebody broke a key off in my door, and I sat downstairs. That was a while back, but I sat downstairs, hoping, leaving it unlocked, hoping somebody would do something. I sat down there, right on that stair, waiting, and nothing happened. And I'm glad it didn't, because now, that was 2 years ago, or some time. I'm not the same person. That's what be funny about the whole thing is I'm not the same person. I'm not gonna kill nobody over nothing. Not over no things. But what's funny is I did post something. I said, well, if you live in your car and somebody trying to steal your car, you can protect your home. I don't know if that's true, so don't try to hurt nobody because they try to come in your car. But if you worried for your life and somebody jump in the front seat, you know, because when they do that whatever they call it, that bipping, what they do is they get like a piece of ceramic and they hit the window and jump in at the same time. That's why they're wearing the masks. So they jump in at the same time. So if you're in there and they do that, you can shoot them. Because how you supposed to know what they coming in for? They come out, sir, I was scared for my life. Now the car is unusable, you know, after that. And you might go to jail because they might say that's premeditated. But people would think twice. Anyway, I'm not advocating violence. I have a mind that solves problems. And they tried to get in my car now, so you know it's a problem. Anyway, but I'm not mad. That's the silver lining of this gray cloud, which I hope it don't rain because this is my sunroof. But anyway, it's a dude coming tomorrow. He said he's coming tomorrow and he's going to be able to do it. It's a mobile dude out of what you call. I'll let you know, because if that's a good person, because he's probably running through business at this rate. It's just so much going on. But yeah, I'll let you know how it goes. Yeah, I didn't have any really emotion to it. I went to the store and then I got in the car and I drove it and I hear a whistle. And I'm like, why am I hearing a whistle? So I went on to the store, did everything I had to do, and then I got on the freeway to come home. And I'm like, where is that coming from? And I look and it's just shattered. And then when I looked and took a picture, it looked like 3 distinct hits on there. It just wouldn't shatter for them. And I left it outside, you know. Fuck it, you know. Fuck it. If it so happens to be that it needs to be, whatever. I'm not gonna worry about this. I believe I've been watching certain stuff and doing certain things and trying to really positively manifest what I'm trying to do. So what I did was I wrote down. So I've been seeing 12s and 21s and really a lot of 12s. Some of the stuff I go to the grocery store and it equals 12. Or it equals 21, or I see 42, or I see, 24. And so it's and I looked it up, and it's supposed to be communication and putting work in and talking about yourself. So it's communication, and which is 3 also. So anyway, numerology. I'm going back to numerology. Sorry, but yeah. So what I did was I said, life path 33. I did 3 sets of 3. So it's $1,212,121.20. So it's 12, 12, 12, 12. What I'm doing is I'm thinking of all of the things that I would, do and help, and how would I feel when that amount shows up. I don't know where it's coming from. If you haven't watched it, go watch The Secret. It's other stuff, it's other people that's talking that way, and it always works. It's just when I'm doing it, I never really remember that I did it, and so it does work, because I said I was going to live up here. I said I was going to live up here. I didn't say here. I wanted the other ones, the single homes, but I just said in that country club. I said, I'm going to live in that country club, and I'm going to have a Cadillac, and I got all of that. Everything that I said I was going to have 10, 15 years ago, I got it. I'm just not happy with it, But now I figure let's magnify it and pay attention to what we're doing, and hopefully, it all comes to fruition. So 1,212,121.26. So, which equals 12 if you add it all up. But 1, 3, 1, 2 is 3, 1, 3 is 2. So it's 3, it's 30, I'm a 33, so it's 33 twice. Anyway, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Now, the elephant in the room is if when that amount shows up in my life, and it's specifically 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, I can do no wrong then. You know what I'm saying? So the thought that I came up with was the thought that when that comes through, there is no doubt that I am a blessed person, right? So now I can trust all my thoughts to be correct. Then we're not even wasting time thinking negative about anything that we think about, because we know, oh shit, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen, so okay, I'm already in it. That would save so much time for me, you know, just to not have to second guess everything. So, yes. So once that happens, I would know that I'm blessed. And I know that whatever I'm doing is the right thing. That is a huge win when that happens. And some people have it already. Some people it's fake though, but some people really have it where it's okay. And I kind of got it now because they tried to break it in my car and I'm like, it's gonna be okay. I got the money, you know, but then but what if I didn't have the money? Shut up. You know, shut up. Why? You do. So it's those kind of things. So maybe I'm quieting my voice, and maybe I shouldn't tell myself to shut up, but stop it. Stop with the negativity, and that's what I'm gonna have to do. I had to cut a couple people because of that, like family members, like because I do not want to hear it anymore. I can't recover from it as well as I used to. And I know that makes sense. The draining is real. So I just can't recover from it as easily. And I can't stay in my positive mood when people, yeah, and you know, you got to, but I didn't, and these people are making their own problems. They're making them, and they refuse to get out of them, but they want to tell me about them, and they weigh me down and say, well, you got to do something. And I don't. And I'm not. Unless I feel like it, you know. It's not because somebody told me I gotta do it. So, and I got stuff to focus on, you know. I'm trying to, when they all said and done, I got a responsibility to people I've never even met before. And I don't know why, but I do. I feel like I want to help people, and it's part of that whole 33 stuff. It's the nurturing, it's the this, the that, and it's, whatever. I'm not gonna question it. I'm happiest when I'm helping. I don't even feel pain. Like, you know, I could be in pain, and then if I'm needed and I'm going somewhere and I'm moving and shaking, I don't even feel it till I finish. And I'm down for days. That's why I say, young mind, you overindulge. You think you can do these things. You can help people move. Nigga, I'm 50. I don't think I can help you move like I used to can help you. I can't pick up a couch no more. I used to pick up couches on my head, like pick them up, like really just pick them up, throw them in rooms, and hey, what else you need? Nigga, please, I wish I would. Never doing that ever again. Ever. I don't care who moving. I'll pay somebody to move, or I'll leave the shit there. I'm not moving nothing. It's done. Anyway, this has been your episode of How Do You View You with your host, Griffin Stein. I appreciate everybody as always. If you have any questions, let me know. Any topics, let me know. Info at itsthedark.com. ITSTHEDARK.com. Follow me on Twitter, or I don't know what they call it, X. Just type in DA Griffinstein and it'll probably pop up for all of them. I think it's the name for Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, all of that stuff. I really don't be on TikTok that much, but whatever, you know. I lose so much time on TikTok, and I don't like that. Peace.